Leadership is not just a skill, it's an art. And like any art, it's not about following a strict set of instructions or formulas. It's about harmonizing multiple elements into a unified whole, creating something that resonates deeply with those who experience it. When you think of a symphony, you think of individual instruments coming together to create a sound that is greater than the sum of its parts. That's leadership. It's a dynamic, living expression of vision, strategy, and execution working together in perfect harmony. To lead with true power, you must first start with a vision. Vision is what gives a leader their direction. It's the North Star that guides all decisions and actions. But vision is not just about seeing a future, it's about feeling it. It's about understanding the possibility of what could be and breathing that possibility into those you lead. It's a fire that ignites others to act, to believe, and to move in the same direction. Without a compelling vision, you have no anchor. You have no map to guide you through the journey. So, as a leader, you must be deeply connected to that vision, not just for yourself, but for the people around you. Because when you believe in it with every fiber of your being, others can't help but feel it too. But vision alone is not enough. A vision without a strategy is like a dream without a plan. It's lofty, beautiful, and inspiring, but it's also abstract and intangible. The strategy is what gives vision structure. It's the detailed, actionable roadmap that turns abstract ideas into concrete actions. A leader must be able to break down the grand vision into achievable steps. These steps must be clear, they must be practical, and they must be adaptable. The strategy is the process by which the vision becomes reality. And here's the thing, a strategy is never static. The world is constantly changing. Challenges arise. New opportunities emerge. As a leader, you must be ready to tweak and refine your strategy as you move forward. But as long as the vision remains clear, the strategy will always have a solid foundation to evolve from. Now, execution is where the magic happens. This is where the rubber meets the road. It's where the theory becomes practice. Without execution, a vision remains a dream, and a strategy is just a plan on paper. Execution is about action, about momentum, about rolling up your sleeves and diving in. But it's not just about doing, it's about doing with precision, with focus, and with relentless commitment to the goal. Leaders must have the ability to inspire their teams to take consistent, deliberate action, even when the road is tough or the outcome uncertain. Execution requires discipline, perseverance, and a deep understanding that results are not achieved overnight. The true power of leadership lies in the ability to bring all three of these elements, vision, strategy, and execution, together. Imagine a symphony. Each section of the orchestra plays a different role. The violins provide the melody, the brass section adds depth and power, and the percussion keeps the rhythm. All these instruments must play in harmony for the music to truly come alive. Likewise, a leader must harmonize their vision, strategy, and execution. They must constantly check that all elements are aligned, that the rhythm of their leadership is in sync with the needs of their team and the ever-changing environment around them. But harmonizing these elements requires a leader to be adaptable. The most effective leaders are not rigid in their approach. They are flexible, ready to adjust when things change or when new information comes to light. They know that leadership is a dynamic, evolving process, and they embrace that. They understand that leadership is not just about having the right answers. It's about asking the right questions and being open to learning. It's also about knowing when to push forward and when to pull back. Leadership requires both boldness and humility. Boldness to chase after the vision, humility to recognize when the strategy needs recalibrating, and wisdom to know when execution requires refinement. A leader who can master this balance is like a conductor of a symphony, guiding their team through the highs and lows, ensuring that each person is playing their part and contributing to the larger whole. True leadership is also about creating a culture of trust. Trust is the foundation upon which vision, strategy, and execution are built. Without trust, there's no collaboration. Without trust, there's no buy-in. Without trust, even the most brilliant strategy will falter. A leader must cultivate trust within their team by being transparent, by being consistent in their actions, and by showing up as their authentic self. When trust is present, teams move faster, execute with greater precision, and are more resilient in the face of adversity. As a leader, you must also recognize that execution is not just about individual effort, it's about collective effort. No leader can achieve greatness alone. They need their team, and the team needs them. Leadership is about creating an environment where every individual feels empowered to contribute their best. It's about aligning the team's efforts with the broader vision and creating an atmosphere where every person understands how their role fits into the bigger picture. The leader's role is to ensure that every team member is playing in tune with the overall mission, that they are focused, engaged, and committed to the shared goal. Effective execution also demands resilience. Things won't always go according to plan. Obstacles will arise. Setbacks will happen. The question is, how will you respond? Will you stay focused on the vision, or will you be distracted by the challenges? The best leaders know how to stay the course, to adapt and course correct as necessary, and to keep moving forward even when the going gets tough. Leadership, in its truest form, is an ongoing process of balancing vision, strategy, and execution. It's not a one-time achievement or a linear progression. It's a dynamic, fluid relationship between the dream you hold, the plan you create, and the actions you take. To lead effectively is to constantly refine this balance, to remain attuned to the needs of your team, to the challenges of the environment, and to the pulse of your vision. So, ask yourself, are you leading with vision? Are you guiding your team with a clear, compelling picture of the future? Do you have a strategy that can bring that vision to life? And most importantly, are you executing with purpose, with precision, and with a deep sense of commitment to the outcome? Mastering the art of harmonizing vision, strategy, and execution isn't something you do once and then forget. It's a lifelong practice. But when you get it right, when you create a true symphony out of these elements, you will experience a power that goes beyond your individual capability. You'll experience the power of great leadership, and that is the music that moves the world. When you align your vision, strategy, and execution, something remarkable happens. You become a force that inspires others. People want to follow you because they see the clarity in your direction, the confidence in your strategy, and the commitment in your actions. They begin to trust not only your leadership, but also the process you're guiding them through. This is where leadership transcends the individual and becomes a shared experience, where everyone is working toward a common goal, contributing their own strengths and perspectives. It's no longer just about you as a leader, it's about what you create together as a unified team, moving forward towards something greater than any one person could achieve on their own. But this requires an immense amount of self-awareness. You must be aware of your own strengths and weaknesses, and more importantly, how your actions impact the larger team. Leadership is not about standing in front of people. It's about being in sync with them, understanding their needs, challenges, and aspirations, and guiding them through the highs and lows. This self-awareness also means recognizing when your vision needs adjusting or when your strategy must shift. It's about checking your ego and remembering that leadership is a shared journey. Every great leader knows that there is no perfect formula. There are no shortcuts. Leadership requires resilience, adaptability, and above all, perseverance. There will be days when it feels like the vision is slipping out of focus, when the strategy doesn't seem to be working, or when execution feels sluggish and uncertain. These are the moments when you, as a leader, must show up with unwavering resolve. It's your job to keep your team focused, to maintain that clarity of vision, and to inspire confidence that the path forward will eventually reveal itself. Remember, the road to success is rarely a straight line. It's a winding, unpredictable journey, and it's in the tough moments that true leadership emerges. Think of the greatest leaders in history. What sets them apart? It's not just their ability to dream big or to come up with brilliant strategies. It's their capacity to execute with passion, with commitment, and with a relentless drive toward the finish line. They are the ones who can lead with grace under pressure, who can keep their teams engaged and motivated even when the going gets tough. It's not enough to have a vision and a strategy. Execution is where leadership truly shines. Execution is where you prove to yourself and your team that your vision is worth fighting for, that your strategy is the pathway to success, and that you are committed to seeing it through, no matter the obstacles. One of the keys to execution is building a team that believes in the vision and in the strategy. It's about creating a sense of shared ownership. When people feel like they are contributing to something meaningful, when they understand how their work fits into the broader mission, they give their best. As a leader, it's your job to make that connection clear. Help your team see that their efforts matter, that their contributions are vital to the success of the whole. This creates an environment where execution doesn't feel like a task or a chore. It becomes a calling, a shared purpose that everyone is invested in. Execution also requires a commitment to continuous improvement. Even when things are going well, ask yourself, how can we do this better? How can we refine our processes, increase our efficiency, or enhance our outcomes? A leader who is constantly striving for better, who pushes their team to continually improve, creates an environment of excellence. This doesn't mean perfection, it means progress. It means never settling for mediocrity and always reaching for that next level. And in doing so, you'll inspire your team to do the same. As you move through your journey as a leader, remember that leadership is not a solitary pursuit. You cannot create a symphony on your own. It takes collaboration, coordination, and mutual respect. Your role is to be the conductor, guiding the orchestra, ensuring each player is in tune, each section is playing its part, and that together, you create something extraordinary. Be humble enough to recognize when you need the expertise of others, and courageous enough to trust your team. True leaders empower others to rise to their potential, to take ownership of their work, and to contribute to the collective success. This is the heart of effective execution. When everyone feels like a vital part of the mission, the whole team moves forward with unstoppable momentum. And never forget the power of consistency. Leadership isn't about bursts of brilliance. It's about showing up every day with the same passion, with the same commitment to the vision, and with the same focus on execution. It's about being consistent in your words and actions, creating a sense of stability for your team so they can trust that no matter what happens, you'll be there leading them through it. This consistency builds momentum, and over time, that momentum becomes a powerful force for change, for progress, and for success. Finally, as you reflect on your leadership journey, remember that it's not about the destination. It's about the impact you create along the way. It's about how you inspire others, how you elevate those around you, and how you guide your team to achieve something greater than they ever thought possible. Leadership is a symphony, yes, but it's also a legacy. The vision, the strategy, and the execution that you bring to life today will echo through the actions of those you've led, through the successes you've achieved together, and through the future leaders you've helped shape along the way. So, the question is not whether you can harmonize vision, strategy, and execution. The question is, how will you? How will you take these elements and mold them into something that inspires, empowers, and drives forward? The world is waiting for the symphony you are destined to create. And as a leader, it's up to you to make it resonate, to lead with passion, to execute with excellence, to transform vision into reality. That's the art of leadership, and it's yours to master. As we wrap up today's discussion, I want you to take a moment and reflect on the power of leadership, on how vision, strategy, and execution can come together to create something extraordinary. Remember, leadership isn't about being perfect. It's about showing up every day with intention, with passion, and with a commitment to the greater goal. It's about knowing when to adjust, when to push forward, and when to trust your team. You have the ability to create the symphony that will lead your team, your organization, and even your life to places you've never imagined. So, take that vision, break it into actionable strategies, and execute with the kind of drive that turns dreams into reality. If you're ready to step into your full leadership potential, don't wait. Start today. Every small action you take towards harmonizing these elements will bring you closer to your true leadership power. Thank you for watching. And if this resonated with you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this message with others who are on their own leadership journey. Keep leading with purpose, and I'll see you in the next video.